Giannetti with 2 9s.
And there it was. Lamb bluffed off about 500,000 on that last hand, or maybe 600,000. And eventually, Lamb is going to run into some tough situations. And the question is, how will he handle himself if he blows from 4.9 million down to 1.9 million? Will he come back in style, or will he just give up?
Why put yourself in a position to go out on a sour note? Look at his demeanor right now. Whether he comes back hungrier tomorrow because of that, or whether he's thinking, I guess I just can't play well. I mean, you know.
Give Giannetti credit for a really good call there. And but yeah, why did Lamb have to get involved in that hand late in the day, trying to bluff Giannetti? There's really no reason for it. But when things have gone so smoothly for you all day, you like when you're eating potato chips, you can't stop eating chips. So you keep getting away with bluff after bluff after bluff. Those potato chips taste good, man. And all of a sudden, you get caught a couple of times, and it looks like he just got caught. All of a sudden, for him, dinner's not going to taste quite as good tonight.
And Ben Lamb down to 4 million now. We had him over 5 million for a little bit, and
hey,
the table giving him a harsh time too.
There will be people that'll have 1.5 million that'll be so happy, and then Ben Lamb will be on 4 million. He won't be very happy, and that's the way it goes.
A true champion never happy with where they are either. They want to always move forward. I mean, you have to be satisfied with your play, and that's the key. I don't think he will be satisfied with his play.
Yeah, I think, you know, you look sometimes like somebody like Daniel was really happy when he had 20 big blinds a couple of times because he knew that he put himself in that position. And sometimes you're just happy with the chip. But when you're chip leader and you lose back a bunch of them, you're just not happy. It's just the way you end the day that determines whether or not you're happy sometimes.
And we talked about that 20 big blind barrier, and for inexperienced players, yes, maybe that is a red zone because they aren't the pro who knows how to work up from a shorter stack and be able to not worry about really where their chip stack are, but have to play their game. And so you mentioned you're fine with a shorter stack.
Yeah. Here comes Nordberg. He's raised on the button to 45,000. He's been called by Charlton. Remember, Charlton has been playing a lot of weird hands. He could have Queen 10. He could have 10-8 offsuit, for God's sakes. Charlton's been doing a lot of defending, making a lot of weak calls. This could be a great situation for Nordberg.
Ace straight king on the flop. Nordberg, Peter Feldman on the button after Charlton checked. Nordberg will fire out 65,000.
Make a bet of 65,000.
And that's good enough, Charlton says, and you can have it. I don't have an ace, I don't have a king.
Well, let's see what the cards are here. Nordberg could have started weak here too, by the way.
Feldman Nordberg shows an 8, 5, 4. So a wheel draw for Charlton, but it wasn't worth it to stick around.
Be ready with some rack.
So it looked like Nordberg had the 8-3, so he was out there making a play as well.
So Ben Lamb, once bitten, twice shy. Maybe he'll sit the rest of this level out. It is coming to a close very soon. But you see Ben Lamb over there, I think he's bemoaning his decision from early on.
Probably a bad bet.
Well, you know, he's admitting he made a pretty bad bet. He's
step one in recovery.
Yeah, and you know, there's what, 1 or 2 hands left in the night for these players, and we'll see what Ben does. I mean,
Tony Hashem there. Not Joe Hashem, Tony Hashem, the brother of the former world champ, of a raise at 55,000. A lot of players have to have a premium hand to stick around at this late hour.
Yeah, a lot of people are just looking forward to tomorrow. Sometimes late in the day there's some good opportunities because everybody wants to just make it to the end of the day. So sometimes I'll start raising every hand late in the day, trying to pick up some chips. You know, you pick up the blinds and antes at this point, you're picking up around 50, 60,000 per hand.
Tony Hashem just shy of 2 million, which I believe that is the last hand of the night here at the secondary table. Ben Lamb was the chip leader. He has dropped down to around 4 million. David Bach, with 146 players left, is the top dog right now, but plenty of players with lots of chips. We'll be back to recap the day 5 action in just a moment. Come on back to the Rio.
The 2011 World Series of Poker is presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. And in part by the official WSOP game on Facebook. Play online now. For details, go to facebook.com/WSOP.
The remaining players bagging and tagging their chips one more time as they prepare to come back tomorrow for Day 6 of the main event. David Bach, the leader right now with 4.8 million. 146 players remaining. The average stack in the room, 1.4 million. And that's just about where Jean-Robert Ballon finds himself as we watched him tonight, up and down, hot and cold at the featured table. He has to feel not great. He didn't make a lot of great gains. Alan Cunningham, also at that table in seat 1, has to feel a little disappointed, I'd imagine.
I think Alan Cunningham feels he's going to feel pretty good because he made it through a horrible day of cards, and it just didn't seem like anything worked for him. And he's so talented, he's so great that tomorrow he's going to come in with a new attitude. He's going to figure out what the blinds are, the antes are, the perfect strategy, and he's going to come and he's going to employ that strategy. Tomorrow he's going to be reading the other players because that's what he knows he needs to do. If he's right, he's going to get to 3 or 4 million.
How about Ben Lamb? We saw him end on a sour note.
Yeah, okay, ended on a sour note. He got caught bluffing, but he's gotten away with 1 million bluffs at the World Series of Poker main event, and he hasn't been caught that many times. He had a good read on the other player. He thought the other player had 2 nines. He bet the queen. He bet the king. He lost 600,000 or 700,000 on that hand. I'm sure he's a little disappointed, but all in all, he's gonna reassess, and he's gonna come back ready tomorrow to play. Ben Lamb will.
All right. So historically, Day 5 leaders. Let's take a look at how they have fared in the main event, and how David Bach and Ben Lamb may feel as they go forward. Tim Pham finished 24th. Jamie Gold was the chip leader, and he won the whole darn thing back in 2006. Doug Mickelson was the leader, finished 42nd. David Bach, the chip leader, right now at the end of Day 5, still to be determined exactly who he will beat, if indeed he can stick around for the rest of the tournament. So Phil Hemmel, thanks very much. We will see you tomorrow night for Day 6. Day 5 was a moving day. A lot of people out, a lot of people building their stacks. Please join us tomorrow for more coverage of the World Series of Poker main event coming your way from the Rio.
I'm
David
so
Bach,
excited.
the chip leader right now. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. We'll see you tomorrow.